How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another video. It's been a bit quiet. We've got the Nintendo presentation happening today. I'm not going to be streaming that live. I'm going to be checking that out tonight on my stream. So if you want to get a live reaction of that, feel free to drop by the stream tonight. Should be live about 8 p.m. BST. But let's get cracking with a video, and if you do enjoy it, do hit that like, subscribe, hit that bell to stay up to date with all content I release. And so, first thing first we're going to be looking at is Still Wakes the Deep. Now, this has just been released on Game Pass, and as you can see, the reviews are pretty damn good. It's getting 8s, 9s. Of course, IGN's going to give it a 6. Why wouldn't they? Most places have given it a relatively good score of around 8. So that is a really, really good score for a horror game. I'm looking forward to this. Definitely going to be checking this out. It's a horror game based on an oil rig. What could possibly go wrong? But yeah, look at IGN, the only odd one out. Even Metro surprisingly gave it a higher than IGN. Now that's a surprise. Although Metro has been quite positive on Xbox lately. So as I was saying earlier, Nintendo of America posted this tweet today. It's roughly a 14-minute presentation, so we're going to check that out on the stream. I'm not going to be able to stream this as much as I'd like to. I've got my 9-to-5 job, so I'm going to be doing that. So I just won't be available. But we will be checking this out and seeing what games are going to Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, and maybe Xbox. But if I know Nintendo, everything's going to Switch. So, Call of Duty. It's been going around, doing the rounds, and obviously Sony has been, crying as quite a bit now with the whole parity issue, saying that, well, they've put it onto Game Pass. That's unfair. We can't compete with that. They should put it for free like they requested during the FTC trial onto PS Plus, and the judge turned around and just said, no, it's a business. It's not a charity. You need to pay for it. You're getting the game, and this is perfectly reflected here. Through the power of pre-install, you can be ready to play Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and Age of Mythology retold as soon as they launch. And if you've got Game Pass or Game Pass Ultimate, this is going to be on your subscription. If you've got PC Game Pass, it's going to be on your PC Game Pass subscription. For PlayStation, Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is launching October 25th. Pre-order now. There is no option for PS Plus, so another reason why Xbox is just so consumer friendly. Right, so it looks like there's a bunch of games that Microsoft has been making exclusive. Now, some of these are weird names. I've never really heard of them. Looked into them today, and they've actually got a pretty damn good following. And the first one we're going to see here is Star Trucker. And I checked out the trailer. It's a teaser trailer. It's actually available on Steam already. But from what I've actually read and from what I've spoken to some friends who are actively playing this game on Steam, it's actually a lot of fun. So definitely one to check out on September the 3rd when it lands. But, apparently it is a lot of fun. I don't understand why it's saying PC here, because apparently it's already available on Steam. Age of Mythology retold, well, not really. It's basically Age of Empires. Don't really need to say any more than that. If you like that sort of thing, that's going to happen. Now, Aero 2 brings the badass sequel exclusively to Xbox this September. So this is another game that's coming exclusively to Xbox. And obviously we have Stalker 2, which is an Xbox exclusive, not a timed exclusive, but it is an exclusive. I know that PlayStation fans hope that this is not an Xbox exclusive, but though the 3 months that Microsoft has got this as a timed exclusive, the publisher and studio GSC Game World has basically come out and said, because of the amount of support that Microsoft has shown them during the troubles that they had in Ukraine, they were indefinitely making this an Xbox exclusive. Plus, they said the funding they've got from Game Pass has pretty much secured them their costs in terms of development. So, what will happen in 10 years' time or 5 years' time is unknown. But for the time being, until news changes, Stalker is exclusive to the Xbox ecosystem. Now, this one is pretty cool. Monster Hunter Now. Now, Monster Hunter Now is partnering with Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. Log into your Game Pass Ultimate account to claim your perks or rewards. A Wonder Orb, Potion, Paintball, Ultra Hunting Ticket, and a Basarius material. Might not be much, but hey, It's still good stuff. It's free, and go grab it while you can. That's pretty sweet. Now, this one is more dearer and nearer to me. Final Fantasy XIV Dawn Trail is releasing in not too long a future. I think it's 29th you get early access. Now, with every single one of those, we do get some problems logging in, as the influx is crazy. I think, no, I don't have that thing set up. Here are basically, the queues can go up to 20, 30, 40,000. I wanted to show an image of that, but I could have, it wasn't, I didn't click on the browser correctly, so I don't have a history of it. But here are some of the issues that you need to be aware of. So these are the data centers. Make sure you're on the data center that you need to be on before the download for the actual update happens. This is going to be like a 2-day downtime, so make sure that you're on your world server because you can transfer world servers. Secondly, if you are playing the free trial, this is really important. You will not be able to log in. The only time that you'll actually gain access if you're using the free trial is once the queues have subsided to 0. Once they get to 0, then you can log in. If the queues are not cleared, then you simply just will not have the ability to log in. That is just one of the things that they're doing. As you can see here, when a world reaches the maximum number of players that can log in, it will result in a login queue. Even if the queue does not appear to be counting down, the queuing process is still functioning and will admit players in the order in which they queued. We apologize for the inconvenience. When a login queue is in place, players on the full version of the game will be prioritized. So if you've paid for the game and you're a paying user, you do get priority. Free trial used characters will be able to log in after the login queue has been cleared. This allows us to prioritize our paying customers and will mean longer wait times for free trial users. I think this is fair. If you are enjoying the game and you're a free trial user and you do not want to be inconvenienced by this, you can subscribe. That will mean you'll lose your free trial, or you can just wait for a few weeks until it dies down and then you can go back in. That is the way of the cookie crumbles. Now, this one has been a bit weird, right? So everyone is now crying about making a big deal about the Xbox chief marketing officer leaving Microsoft. I mean, wasn't it just the other day that people were crying about Microsoft not doing any Hellblade 2 adverts, not doing any Hi-Fi Rush adverts, not doing any advertising whatsoever? I mean, this is the guy that's at the top of the food chain, so the buck stops with him. People are trying to blame Aaron, but the reality is he's at the top of the food chain. The buck stops with the one at the top. And whether he's resigning, it says he's resigning. At this point, the fact that they're doing no advertising anyway means that what are people complaining about? And obviously, you've got Android over here trying to make this a bigger deal, and Tom Warren is like, oh my god, the world is coming to an end. It is the end of the world, the second coming of the apocalypse. What are we gonna do? Because a guy who basically couldn't do the job he was paid to do is resigning. Oh god, please help me. How can Microsoft survive? They weren't doing any advertising anyway, so I don't know what all this crying is about, because weren't they the ones that were saying this guy should be fired anyway? And now that he's leaving, oh my god, it's the end of the times! End times are here! I don't get it. You tell me, I don't get it. But it gets, the bad news continues, and I didn't really want this video to end this way, but it looks like that's how it's going to end. It looks like Pieces Interactive, the Alone in the Dark studio, has been shut down by Embracer. The game didn't make enough money. It wasn't on Game Pass, so it's not like that was a problem. Maybe if it was on Game Pass, it could have saved the studio. But hey, we'll never know. But unfortunately, it's been shut down. You've got a couple of articles out there about it. I'm not really seeing anyone making a big deal about Embracer closing another studio. But if this was a Microsoft studio, or if this was on Game Pass, I guarantee you there would have been about 500,000 articles by now. But someone kindly showed me that there was 3 articles that were posted about this. 3. Right, Cliffo? 3. So, credit where credit's due. I said there was none. He's shown me that there was a tweet by the Warrior. IGN made one. No one gives a shit about Grums. And a couple of articles here. That's it. So, yeah. But hey, Firesprite, considering this is Sony's most successful era yet, this is the most successful generation yet, making the most money they've ever made, and they are still making people redundant. And Firesprite is continually being torn apart, ripped apart, and honestly, this will probably be the next studio that closes for Sony. They got rid of pretty much a lot of people last time. They continue to get rid of them. And as, members of Firesprite actually spoke, since Sony came into the studio, they have been systematically destroying the actual kind of atmosphere within the company. It's no longer a pleasant place to work. People used to come to Firesprite Studios joyful, excited to work, and in their own words, it's now become a place of just complete and utter corpo. There's no creative thinking going on anymore. It's all business, and Sony has systematically destroyed the company from within and continues to do so as they get rid of more and more studios. But hey, you know what? At the end of the day, where is it? I think I saw it down here. It's down here. Jeff Keighley and Reforge, I wonder if they're going to actually make a comment on this, because I don't think they will. But hey, at least with Sean Layden, he did an interview today with, or was it yesterday, with Chris String, basically talking about Xbox and Xbox bad and Xbox this, and basically talking about studio shutdowns. But not once did Sean actually come out and talk about the Sony ones. I wonder if he's going to actually have any mention about this. Also, if you've noticed with Sean Layden, he's actually never come out and criticized Tencent for the amount of games that they shut down, the studios that they shut down, lives that they ruin. The company that he's actively working for, not once has this hypocrite actually come out and made a single statement. So all he knows how to do is like toxic fanboys' tweets, thinking that's going to get him a high. In fact, it's actually just ruined his credibility as a human being, and come out and say Xbox bad. And you know what? It's kind of sad for a guy in his position, but I guess considering he's been forgotten now, he needs, he feels he needs to be remembered. So it'll be interesting to see if he has anything to say about this as well, considering this is Sony's most successful generation yet, right? And they're still getting rid of people and continually destroying what's left of Firesprite. So expect this to be the next studio closing. Again, I'm going to be around for the stream tonight. It's not going to be an overly big stream, I don't think, because there's really not much to talk about. Maybe we'll play some games as well. But we will definitely be checking out some clips, some videos, and we're going to be checking out the Nintendo showcase as well. So hopefully I will see you there. And until the next one, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, hit that bell to stay up to date with all content I release, and I will see you in the next one. As always, remain legend.